So you're from Georgia. I don't know if you listen to our podcast, but I claim being the first one that was on the Travis Hunter train on being the best recruit in the class. And I think he's the best player in the last 5 years.
Oh yeah.
So what are your thoughts on a guy like that just, he's a pace setter, on either side of the ball. And frankly, I love his ability to talk smack and his confidence. So, how do you view Travis and how's your relationship with him?
What really made me and Travis click on my first visit is they had the spring game at Florida State. They did the Garnet and White game. And when I first, this is my first, Travis was recruiting me. That's crazy. Travis was recruiting me. And he was like, bro, come on, bro. We need you, dog. We need you. You be the first person, the first offensive lineman to commit. We need you. I'm like, okay, bro. I was like, we gonna see. I said, I'm coming to the spring game. Let's see what y'all talking about. Let me see. I'm just trying to catch the vibe from everybody as a recruit. Nico. This was when Nico was committed. We had DeMar Austin there. We had what's his name? The quarterback. I can't remember him. He committed to North Carolina State.
MJ Morris.
MJ Morris.
Yeah.
MJ Morris was there. It was a lot of guys.
It was crazy. It was packed. Yeah.
It was a lot of guys, and I was just sitting there catching the vibe from Travis. Man, Travis was just sitting there talking. He's like, bro, this is the place to be, bro. Like, we need you. Like, this is not even just me talking. This is just like me, like, shooting it to you 100%. We need you. Like, you'll be the start of the offensive line. Like, you'll bring everybody together because your vibe and like your confidence, bro. We need it. It's key. And I was like, we're going to see. And when I committed, when I said he was probably the most excited person on this earth, man, he was just blowing my phone up with the Seminole. I'm like, let's go. It's time to put in some work. It's time to put on this recruitment hat and let's get to work. But I look at myself. I look at a lot of me and Travis. I see myself and Travis a little bit because of the cockiness and the confidence he has. I'm the same way. Like, I've been waiting for somebody to mic me up for a football game. I've been waiting for somebody to mic me up for a football game because, like, when we put the pads on, I'm going to talk on my pads, but you're going to hear a lot of this because I'm going to back it up. I'm not just going to sit there talk. I'm going to back it up. I'm a cocky dude. As you can see in my film, like, I get down and dirty.
Nate, this is your guy. You get the room here, the whole floor to talk about him. You've already said that he's the number one player for the last 5 classes, but officially written down right now, and he'll probably stay that way with his season coming up. Travis Hunter, 5-star commit, has been named the number one player in the country per 247 Sports. Finally, it's happened. Felt like this should have happened a long time ago. This whole thing, it's kind of a different kind of story where you've got Quinn Ewers, he's elected to forego his senior season, 5-star quarterback, and he's going to be going to Ohio State this summer. But still, I mean, Travis Hunter, he deserves this ranking, most certainly. Nate?
Yeah, I get it. Typically that's designated for quarterbacks and defensive offensive linemen. Rarely do you see, DBs rated that high. But, we've talked about it so much on this podcast about how special of a football player this kid is. He's the best football player in the class. Even with Quinn Ewers still in the class, I think Travis was number one. Now the kid deserves his 1.000 rating because, no recruit's flawless. Everyone has things they got to work on. But, I haven't seen a more college-ready player in quite a while, probably since Derwin. And, I'm a little bit of a homer that, I was a huge Derwin fan. But this kid is so special on either side of the ball to be the number one cornerback and the number one wide receiver. In this class, he finally gets what he deserves. And I expect him to just prove it on the field this season that he's without a doubt, number one player and has deserved that rating the entire time. He's done it in the 7-on circuit. He's done it in the camp circuit. And, we saw in spring where he did it in the spring with the pads on too, so sky's the limit with this kid. I can't wait for him to be at FSU.